Thank you, Coach. May we have the first question from the floor? Please raise your hand so we can. Yeah.
Hi, Coach. During the games, do you expect Malaysia will be all out in attack and leave a bit of space in defense so you guys can manipulate that space?
Yeah, we completely tactically had it brilliant today. As an away performance, we were fantastic tactically. We knew they were going to come. We knew there was going to be spaces behind their fullbacks. We weren't sure if they were going to play a 4-1-4-1 or 3-4-3 maybe. But we did all our training was based on the pockets behind the midfield. We knew they were going to come in numbers, and we knew that we'd be open. And everything was perfectly tactically done, apart from the finishing, apart from the final end product, which is what you pay the big money for, I guess, for the goal. So. Yeah, we knew that's what they were going to do. They were quite predictable, to be honest. They've got great players, but we got behind them so many times. We should have scored 5 or 6 goals. But, you know, that will come another day when our players learn from the mistakes they've made.
Next question.
Good evening, Coach. First of all, well played. Moving forward, in terms of, you did mention that you want the league to be developed, to be better. But at the same time, you also have mixed heritage players like Swanberg, who was excellent today as a number 8 and 10. Will you be encouraging the Football Association to look around for mixed heritage players to play for Taiwan in the future? Because you need that quality to, get points in the second one. What's your plan?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the plan. We're already in contact with many players. Taiwanese people everywhere, especially in the US and in Japan and places like that. So we're already trying to follow in the footsteps of Malaysia because we do need that quality. But at the same time, we have to think of the local people. We don't want to have a team of players that don't know the national anthem or can't speak the language. That goes against the national team for us. So we want to have a mixture of both. The good thing about Taiwan, if you come to Taiwan, you have to do military service, so that's something that would make them a little bit more nationalistic, I guess. But yeah, we are fully looking all over the world now. We've got some players coming in for September as we work on that process. But also we need to get our players off to better leagues. Until our league is like your league here, you see, 70 minutes, 75 minutes, our teams break down because of the intensity of the league. And if we look at the meters run, generally in our league, the players are running maybe 7,500 meters in a game. But when they come to us at the national team, they have to find another 4,000 or 3,000 meters in their legs. And we can't give them that in 10 days of training camp. So we have to try to work harder at making our league even better so we can compete. But yeah, we're doing both things. But at the same time, I'm pushing very hard for an elite development pathway for the young players in Taiwan so we can develop a massive pool of players with the target of reaching the Under-17 World Cup in 2031.
Since you came in, you have improved the team. You're not losing by big margin. You have been scoring goals. Moving forward, looking towards the Asia Cup, the next round of qualifiers. What can we expect from this team? Then there's a probability of meeting Malaysia again in the draw.
I hope so. I hope we meet Malaysia again. It's always great coming here. It's always good playing against them. But yeah, for us, the Asian Cup is massive. We are looking towards qualifying for the first time in our history. But we have to learn from this type of situation where we miss too many chances and we give a silly goal like we did at the end there, which was ridiculous. And you can't do that at this level. And that was a good lesson for us. It was a good lesson. They have to learn. Our players are in the changing room crying. I've got 19 and 20-year-old players in the changing room right now crying. And they need to cry. And they need to feel it. Because if they don't understand it, it's not going to be of any use to them. So, so our goal is to get into the Asian Cup. Not easy at all, as you know. But that's our goal, and I think it's a realistic goal.
Coach, it seems like the passion blew out a bit towards the end. It's all water under the bridge. And actually, what actually happened between you two guys?
Yeah, me and Kim have got a long history. He's a great guy. He's a great coach. I'm not sure, what it was all about. But when you start talking on the sideline, it gets a little bit heated. But me and him, no problem. We shake hands. We'll have a hug later, maybe a glass of wine somewhere. But he's a great guy, and I love playing against him. It's always so exciting, tactically and also physically and mentally.